Hi, everyone. We're going to talk about the eclipse that happened on April 30th and how it affects us in the month of May 2022. As you know, and if you've been listening, you've been hearing me say that this eclipse disastrously impacts the Russian chart, Russian Federation chart. It also has a negative impact on the US chart, and we are in a Pluto return. And so as a result, it's like we're dealing with a Pluto return in Capricorn, which is an earth sign, and this particular eclipse is the first eclipse in another earth sign, which is Taurus, and it's going to magnify because it's in a trine. It has a tendency to bounce things around. So the energy bounces between Pluto and this new moon in Taurus, and it just sort of adds a lot of drama into the mix. So we are, in this impact of the new moon solar eclipse that happened on April 30th. And we feel these eclipses 6 weeks before and 6 weeks after. This particular eclipse we're going to feel for months after. And so this one is a doozy. And so take a moment and take some time to consciously choose to pause and reflect on what has transpired so far this year and look at what is ahead. Pluto begins its retrograde journey, giving us another moment to shift our direction and take a break from all the confusion in the world. The dense feelings of concern seem to remain, but we may see things in greater detail over the next coming months. The answers are inside of us rather than expecting the world to align with what we want or desire at this moment. Power moves in unusual ways under this astrology, and while we may want to know what is transpiring, you probably just need to know that many things are going on below the surface, and our awareness is not really certain as to what it is, but we are feeling it. If you feel as if you are steaming in a sweltering place internally, then you are not alone. There has been this intensity that's been building for the last many weeks, and it is shaking the foundations of many of our most cherished beliefs. Values and beliefs are Taurus, and those also are being questioned. And what once seemed to be the bedrock of our spiritual understanding seems less stable or reliable. Thank goodness we are finally at this tricky new moon eclipse, and while it will set many things in motion, it will also help us find a place of comfort in the chaos. Many changes are going to unfold in our lives, and what is ahead is hidden in the shadows and in the darkness on purpose. This new moon is in Taurus, and it's going to help us stay grounded while we are on this bizarre and twisting path. We are going to be questioning all the things that Taurus usually holds steady in our world. What we value is going to be revamped. What we treasure as resources will also be reevaluated, and how we value ourselves is going to be questioned. Eclipses are always a bit of a wild and woolly thing coming into the game, and the unexpected is sort of to be expected with all the Uranus also being in Taurus. The intuitive patterns of all this energy in Pisces adds to this uncomfortably dreamy quality and intends to cast a misty fog over the path ahead. We cannot see where we are going, and yet we are being asked to choose a path without having any clear signs as to the correct direction, and that's because there is no wrong way to go. Eclipses are born from our own genetic patterns and now require us to grow. So what we can expect is tremendous growth, and many things will manifest very quickly. The direction is being chosen for us based on our psychic and practical sense. As we walk into May, we are having the sun dominating in Taurus this month, and the game is practicality. The mundane will suddenly have much greater value. If you find yourself in tremendous resistance, know that what will be comforting is going to be those things that are familiar. Relationships are going to get reevaluated and looked at through the eyes of experiences of our past and discovering what will make us happy now. True happiness is not about getting our external circumstances the way we want, but in understanding how our responses to those external circumstances is the real issue. While sometimes this astrology makes us question our worthiness, know that that's not really the issue. That is because we are also having a Venus and Jupiter aligning and bringing more hopefulness into the mix. Just remember that everyone is going to do exactly what they want to do. Your opinion will not matter in the least when someone has set their mind to a task or an experience. We are again reminded that getting what we want or what we believe is never going to help us or others grow. Being thrown off balance forces us to recognize that we are never in control of another person's destiny, nor are we supposed to walk everyone's path with them. Some things just need to be learned independently. Know that today words will not matter. Those that indulge in the games of this dark moon will need to be tempted at this time and under these experiences in order to learn and progress. Love teaches us things that we perhaps did not want to learn. Keep your heart open. Know that what arises is not under our control. Expect May to be wild on a financial, personal, and intimate level. Brace for the impending changes and learn to bend in this month of wild winds. Thanks, everyone.